Hello my most fabulous artists! Welcome back to another video of Art with Ms. Nelson. Alright, so my friends who were able to tune into last week's video have a little tiny hint of what we might be doing today. I had asked you to collect some different materials around your house and in your recycling bin so that we could make these really cool elephant sculptures. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love elephants. They are one of my favorite animals. They are so big and so majestic, which is a really fancy word for cool. Did you know that baby elephants have a really strong connection with their mothers? They actually walk around in herds with their moms, their grandmothers, and their aunts, and they all kind of help raise the baby elephants. I think that is so special, and they can create such a strong bond with their moms like that. So let me go ahead and remind you what those materials are so you can maybe figure out where you were storing them, and we'll get started. So the materials we're going to need are some sort of milk carton. The big gallon one works, and so does the half-gallon one as well. Some really thin paper like tissue paper or newspaper, a bottle of glue or some sort of glue material, something like Mod Podge or Elmer's glue works just fine, a place to put the glue like a little cup. I happen to have a weird little pink hand thing that I'm going to use, a paintbrush. The small paintbrushes work good, but maybe a medium one would help out too. And some of the things not pictured that you need are a marker, scissors, an EXACTO knife or box cutter that your adults will be using and your adults only, and some special gems or googly eyes if you have them. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright my friends, the first thing we need to do with our old milk carton is make sure it is washed out so that it does not smell like any stinky old milk. So with your milk carton, the first big choice you have to make is how tall you want your elephant to be. It does not matter how tall you make your elephant. I'm going to show you one way where your elephant is going to be a little bit shorter and another way where your elephant is going to be a little bit taller. And if you're someone who has a half-gallon or a quarter-gallon container instead of a full gallon, you are lucky because you even have the choice to make a baby elephant. We're going to take our marker and we're going to draw a straight line all around our milk carton, starting at where the bottom of our handle is. Now, if you want your elephant to have really long legs, you're just going to make your line a lot lower. So here's an example of this line I drew for my elephant that I want to have long legs. This line was just a mistake. Remember, if you make a mistake, that's okay, because we're all going to cover this anyway. So our next step is we need to draw and then cut some spaces on each side for where our legs are going to go. So what you're going to do is turn your milk carton to the side and draw a half a circle shape. Do the same thing on the opposite side. I did that a little too forward, and if you make a mistake like I did, do not worry. We're going to cover this all up anyway. So if you make a mistake like I did, you can just put a squiggly line on the line where you're not going to cut. And then finally, we're going to do the same thing on the very back. Right here. So if you can start to imagine it, here are our legs for our elephant. This next step is going to be really tricky, so you might have to get some serious help from your grown-up. But you're going to take your scissors and we're going to cut away all of those lines that we just drew. Now I sped up the camera for this part, so I'm going to cut out my elephant very, very, very fast. But please, while you're doing this, go slow and take your time. It is not a race. So once you cut the bottom part of your milk carton off, we are going to save that for a step later on. And then you can cut out all of those spaces we made for our legs. It might be a good idea to save those too, just in case we wind up using them later. Here we get to make a pretty fun choice. We get to decide if our trunk, which this will be the trunk of our elephant, is going to stay attached to our body, kind of like our elephant is eating some yummy grass, or are we going to let the trunk kind of hang? I think I'm going to let my trunk hang, so I'm going to take my marker and just draw some lines for me to cut out. And I'm keeping my trunk hanging, so I'm going to draw a line just to help guide me there. Can you start to see your elephant yet? It's okay if you don't. We're getting there. So your elephants should look something like this. You may want to include a bigger cut over here just to kind of show that these two parts are separate legs, but that's up to you. Next step is to take our tissue paper, newspaper, and start to turn it into some squares that we're going to use to decorate our elephants. So, you do not need to use all of your tissue paper. If you have tissue paper that looks like this, you could even just cut off a little square or rectangle to use, and then start to cut even smaller squares and just kind of add them in a pile. Now this part is super cool too, because you get to decide what color you want your elephant to be. Is it going to be one specific color? Are you going to choose two colors to make your elephant? I decided to use all the colors I had. So you're going to do that for the tissue paper in the colors that you want to use. I'm just going to put that in a pile for now. And if you are someone who is using newspaper instead, you're going to do basically the same thing. You're going to first cut it in strips though. And this was a couple sheets of newspaper that were folded together. Then you're going to cut squares just like we did for the tissue paper. So go ahead and cut a bunch of those, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Now here comes the really fun part of this. After we cut up all of those papers that we're going to use, you're going to get your glue. Either put it on a paper plate or a little cup that you have. I happen to have this silly hand thing. I just poured a little bit of glue in there. And what you're going to do with your paintbrush, and again this could be any paintbrush you have, You're going to dip it into the glue. You're going to paint a section of the milk carton. Pick up a little square of paper, press it on, and you can even, if you wanted it to be really flat, go ahead and paint back on top of it. Let me just show you what that looks like. There you go. So you're just going to repeat that with a whole bunch of different colors until your entire elephant is covered.
So I decided to speed up the camera for this part. So don't worry if you are not working as fast as I am. While you're doing this, I want you to consider a couple different things. As you are gluing different colored paper to your elephant, if you are someone who has different colors, think about spreading those colors out evenly and really try to put enough glue on to really hold that paper in place. This should be a really fun process. Although you may find that it might take a little bit longer than you originally thought.
Here is my elephant so far. I'm about halfway done, and I just wanted to show you what it's starting to look like. I'm making a mess. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Now remember, if you get any pieces that are kind of flying up and lifting off, like maybe right here for me, just go ahead and paint more glue on it and those will go away. Alright, here is the finished body of my elephant. Boy, that took a long time, but I am super happy with how it came out. Now the next step, we need to make some ears to go along with our body. So you can make these whatever size you want. If you want big, huge, giant ones, if you want little ones, although elephants usually have big ones, totally up to you. So you're going to make your ears with your marker, is you're going to shape out kind of like a flat oval shape, and then at the bottom you're going to make two lines that are straight. So it's kind of like a little head and shoulders almost. So I'm going for that same sort of oval shape and then going down like head and shoulders. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut these out. In this next part, you are definitely going to want to ask a grown-up for help with, but with your elephant that should be pretty dry, you're going to kind of just draw a little line where you want your ears to go. You want them to go behind your spout, your nose rather, on equal sides. You're going to have an adult help you find a box cutter or an EXACTO knife, and they are the only ones allowed to use this tool. This is a very, very sharp tool that kids cannot touch, so adults only. Make sure you ask your adult to do this next step for you. So you're going to either draw a little line or plan out where your ears are going to go, and your adult is going to take that sharp tool and cut some slits into our elephant. Now make sure these slits are wide enough to fit this part of your ears. And then you can carefully fit it in, and if it needs to be a little bit bigger, ask your adults to help you and do that for you. Sorry, my friend the elephant. I'm gonna make this one bigger too, just in case. There we go. I'm gonna slide these in to make sure they fit. Awesome. Now, and here is my elephant with my ears that I just put on. Now, if you were someone who was using newspaper, you would just do all those steps, except using the tissue paper, you would just use newspaper instead. Last step we need to do is we need to make some eyes, or put some eyes onto our elephant. This will kind of really help us see this more as an elephant. So you have a couple different options that you can do. If you are someone who has something like googly eyes, you can certainly use them for this. If you have any other special gems or any buttons at home, you can use those too. Or you can even draw your own eyes. So I have here a scrap of paper, and I'm just going to make 2 dots on my paper. Then I'm going to take my scissors, and if you want to, you can draw a circle to kind of help you, but I don't think I need that for right now. And you're going to cut out a circle so that you have an eye. And you can do the same thing on your other eye. If you want your circles to be completely symmetrical, you can of course fold your paper over and cut them both at the same time. I think I'm going to make my black dot a little bit bigger. And there you go, I have some eyes that I can use too. So I think I was going to use the googly eyes, but I think I'm actually going to use these eyes. I kind of like how they're a little bit bigger than the googly eyes. So all you need to do is get a little bit of glue on the back of your eye. Oops. Dot, dot, not a lot. And put them right where the eyes would go. And there we have it, our finished elephant that we made today. Alright my friends, well there was our project for this week. I hope you have fun playing with your awesome elephant sculptures and you find a really special place to put them in your home. And as always, if you would like to share your elephant sculptures with me, go ahead and email me at my email right here, and I'll be sure to put it in our next video. We'll see you later. Bye!